Hey guys, welcome back. So guys, today I want to candle these eggs. I went and got some AAA batteries for the egg candler that came with the incubator here, and I was reading on this little card right here that came with it. It says after 4 days to start candling your eggs. Well, uh, the first eggs have not been in there 4 days. They've been in there 2 days. Okay, but the other eggs that we had to put in there, of course, the hen was already laying on those, which obviously she's already being laying on those, because I read on this right here, after about 10 days, you'll see the blood veins in there, in like a kind of a yellow substance, and a dark mass in there. So anyways, let's go check it out. I've already candled them once, obviously, um, but I want to show you guys what I seen. So I'm gonna take the lid off right here. This is just a simple, lightweight little styrofoam lid with some. It's got a little plastic over it. As you can see, it's flashing because the temperature's dropped. All right, be careful not to touch that electric motor right there for the egg turner. This doesn't actually flip the eggs over, it just rotates them back and forth like every 3.5 hours or so. All right, so these two rows right here are the newest eggs in the incubator, and these eggs right here are the ones that the hen was laying on. So let's check those out first. All right, well, I don't know how I can do this one-handed, but try it like this. All right, so you can see there's a dark mass in the bottom, right? I'm only going to pick up that one because I'm afraid I'll crack them. All right, let's get you in real close, and you can kind of see there's some blood veins in there, right? And it's got a dark mass in the bottom. The same thing right here. Let me zoom you guys in. Maybe that'll show up a little better. That's a dirty egg, but yeah, it's doing good. All right, so yeah, we got some veins in there. There's a dark mass in the bottom. Same thing here. Same thing there. Same thing there. Yeah, same thing there. Yeah, I see some veins in there and a dark mass right down there in the bottom. Let's see if I can rotate this a little bit. They're a little dirty, but it is what it is, right? Well, this one right here, you can see that the air sac in the top right there. And yeah, there's blood veins and a dark mass down in the bottom. And then these right here are just all pretty well gonna be kind of clear. You can kind of see, it looks like there's starting to be something in there on that one. That still looks pretty clear. Yeah, I mean, this one here, I thought I seen what looked like a blood vein or something starting in that, but yeah, some of these might be a little bit ahead. That looks pretty clear there. Okay, that was just the air bubble I seen. Yeah, that one looks like it's going pretty good. Yeah, still clear. Clear. That one looks like it's a little advanced. Like it kind of looked like you might see, it's just real faint, like there's something forming. And that looks pretty clear. Now one of these has got a crack in it. This one really looks clear. This one right here, it's got a crack right there. So yeah, I don't know if that one's going to make it or not, but we're going to give it a shot. Let me go ahead and get this back on here. We do not want that temperature really dropping in there, so this thing actually heats it up pretty quick in there. It's at 86 degrees right now and 25% humidity. All right, so I have to reshoot some of that because I had the camera zoomed in and it like was cutting me out big time. So now I have it on the wide view. So anyways, you guys got to see me candle the eggs here. We're just like 2 days in, basically, like second day on the back 2 rows, and we're probably at least 10 days or so in on the other eggs. And yeah, this is a learning process for me, and I'm really, 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 really hopeful that these all hatch out, because I need them to. I seriously need all of them to hatch out so I can get my flock replenished. Once they hatch out, you got, I think it's 6 months or so before they start laying eggs. And then, of course, we will, at around that time or so, we'll probably integrate a rooster in with them. And so hopefully we can start getting some more fertile eggs. And at that point, we'll start hatching more out. I mean, we'll probably be hatching more out from the other 2. But I've got to get them in their own coop, that rooster and the 2 hens. And yeah, we'll be hatching from them too. So we'll have Rhode Island Red and whatever Grandpa Chicken is. Yeah, I don't know exactly what breed he is. I'm gonna have to ask Kelly at Roost and Rescue. She's the one that knows, or actually, I think her daughter Kayla is the one that knows. So I have to message them and find out, because they told me, and I can't remember. Not that it really matters. I'm not like trying to breed like a certain, type of chicken. Just I want chickens that are egg layers, and those 2 are great egg layers. The white one is a Splash Marans and Leghorn is what I was told when I bought her. And then the other chicken I have, Little Red, is Rhode Island Red. So really, really great chickens. So that's what some of these are going to be. And then Big Red, the one that's missing now, the one that was broody, that was on these, she was, I believe, either a red sex link or a black sex link. I think she was a black sex link, because she has all that black on her back or whatever. But yeah, I couldn't tell you for certain. So one thing I gotta do, hopefully here pretty soon, I am trying to put a little bit of money back to put towards the tractor fund. I don't know how long it's going to take me. My credit is not great. I basically don't have credit. The only thing I have on my credit is this house. And I mean, that's not negative or anything. I mean, because we're paying it and they fixed everything, it's supposed to be good credit, right? But that's all I got. So I don't have great credit because I just don't have credit. I pay cash for stuff. To me, that's the best credit to have, right? Where you don't have credit at all. You can't go get a loan. You can't get a credit card. I mean, I probably could get a credit card, but I don't want credit, and I want to go buy a tractor on credit. I want to finance it, but at the same time, I know that I shouldn't. I should just save the money up, make those payments into like a savings account or something. As of right now, I don't have a savings account set up for that. I'll have to go to the bank one of these days and do that. But yeah, I'll have to do that and start making payments into that. So I don't have to worry about missing payments or something like that. I would love to have the tractor right now, because then I could put my son to work using it and running the sawmill and everything, which I may try to do that. I'm going to go down one of these days. I'm going to go talk to the guy there's a Mahindra tractor dealer just a couple miles from me, and that's the number one reason that I want to go with a Mahindra, because right here in Anderson, Missouri, there's a company called Tatum Tractor Company, and it's literally less than 5 miles from me. So yeah, it's the closest tractor dealer to me. I'm not gonna pay an overpriced price for a green John Deere tractor. I like John Deere's, but at the same time I don't. Right? I've had experience driving them and operating them. And they do fine for whatever you're doing with them, like if you're baling or raking or something like that. But picking up logs is a huge it's a huge thing to ask for a tractor to do, and Mahindra has, like, hands down, the biggest lift capacity. They are the heavier tractors, and in a tractor, when you're talking about tractors, you want a heavy tractor. You do not want a lightweight tractor, because what that really translates to is it's built cheap. All right, because the heavier tractor is, because of thicker castings and things like that, and a heavier tractor handles picking up heavy loads and moving heavy things around better than a lighter tractor. I talked to a guy that I did a lot of milling for, and he had a New Holland tractor, and he was just scraping some dirt and rocks and stuff, like leveling out a hill in his yard, and he broke his tractor in half. A New Holland, it broke in half, and he was like, I wasn't even like doing nothing crazy with it. And I said, yeah, I don't want a New Holland. I would prefer to have a Mahindra. I've done a lot of research, and for me, it's a kind of a tie between a TYM or a Mahindra. I do not know all the specs exactly on a TYM, but I have seen people use a TYM. If TYM was to hit me up and want to sponsor my channel, hey, hit me up. Uh, but you know what? I've got a Mahindra dealer really close by, within like 4 or 5 miles of my house. So that is the number one reason why I want to go with Mahindra, is because I got a dealer so close. Um, and to get parts or anything like that, it's, a very short trip to go pick them up or get them ordered or whatever. And the guy is super knowledgeable. I've been there before. I've talked to him, and I'm going to have to talk to him about bringing the camera and put him on the spot and let you guys meet him, talk with him and everything. And yeah, we'll go down there and talk a little bit about tractors. Hopefully he will go for having a camera in his face. Basically, I'm just going to have to tell him, hey, look, it's a whole bunch of friends, all right? It could be several thousands of people out there that, want to know about these tractors. And, I already know a little tiny bit about them. And I'm looking at probably getting like a 40, 50, $60,000 tractor probably. I think the size that I want to say it's like a 45 something, the number. I don't understand the numbers, so that's another thing I need to ask them, is about the numbers. All right, so I think a 45 something or other is, I want to say like a 4,500 pound tractor. I don't know that for sure, but I definitely want to try to get a tractor that's like the same size that the Crockers have. I'm gonna have to go back and check out their video to see what size tractor that is they got, because I think that's the same size the one I was looking at before, but the one I was looking at had a cab on it, and I want to say it was like 58,000 or something for that, and the payments was $500 or $600 a month, and that can be tough at times. People, rough times happen, right? And if you're broke and you're paying a tractor payment or car payment, whatever it might be, and then something happens, and then, you know, 1 month you don't have that money. So I don't want to have that happen. I want to really get a nice little slush fund built up, and then maybe we will go finance one, just so we can get it sooner. But and I'll put a little bit of cash down on it to help out with, you know, getting it or whatever. But I really think I need to have a good chunk of money to put down on it first, because that is not cheap to get a tractor, guys. It's not cheap at all. It's very, very expensive, and it's definitely something I need. And I know you guys probably be like, well, why don't you go get a used one? That might be a possibility too, but I mean, if I'm going to make payments on something, I want a brand new one. I want a brand new tractor. I want one that doesn't take the DEF or anything like that. That's another reason I want to go with Mahindra, because they have some pretty good sized tractors that don't have the DEF on them. They're, I think he said a monorail, whatever. I don't know. It's something to do with the fuel system, how it goes into it or something. I don't know. But anyway, so you guys got to see this right here. We'll be doing update videos on the eggs, and hopefully when they start hatching, hopefully I will be able to do a little video on that, maybe a time lapse or something. Hopefully we get to keep you guys updated on all this, and we'll have some new little peeps. I'm gonna have to get my stock tank, the little black stock tank that I was actually thinking about using. If you guys remember back months and months ago, I was actually thinking about using that little black plastic stock tank for a bathtub in the bus, and then I went and bought a clawfoot bathtub for the bus. So I still got my stock tank, and that's what we usually put our baby chicks in, or at least that's what my other baby chicks was in when I bought them. I've never hatched any out, so this is a totally new thing for me. I'm learning. So I hope I don't make any mistakes, like any really bad mistakes or anything. I think I've got this. I mean, the incubator kind of is taking care of everything for me. As far as the moisture stuff, I think maybe I just don't want to have too much moisture in there. So anyways, we're doing pretty good on the moisture. Right now we're at 53%. I forget what it said it should be or whatever, but I think that sounds about right. Like 40-50% or something like that should be pretty good. So we're at 53% and 100 degrees in there, so things are looking good. The eggs, I don't know if they quit developing or not. I really hope that they continue. It's probably going to be a few more days before we can really tell, right? So anyways, yeah, the blood veins in them still kind of look red, so hopefully that's a good sign. Yeah, so I'll see you guys on the next one, and hopefully we'll be getting a tractor in the next year or two. I don't know how long it's going to take. I've got to figure out how much money I can put back. As of right now, I still haven't really been able to put any back, so we're, yeah. This last paycheck, I had taken out a few advances, but I still got 700 and something on the take home. But that's after like taxes was taken out, and they're taking out way too much for taxes. It's like $500 in taxes. Plus I had taken out a couple hundred, I think, in advances to get through that first week. And even this week I'm still taking advances because gas prices are freaking through the roof. Yeah, $100 from a quarter tank got me like 3/4 of a tank of gas. So yeah, it's crazy. Hopefully gas prices start going back down. That's another thing. I'm sitting here thinking, man, maybe I should get a car, like a little cheap, $1,000 car or something, and that way I've got a gas getter, to drive back and forth from here to the yard in Joplin. Yeah, that's a lot of gas. $100 a week in gas to go back and forth to work. So yeah, I'm just rambling, guys. We'll see you next time. Hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, smash that thumbs up, share it with all your friends on all social media. We'll see you next time, guys. Bye.